Hi, my name is Gris Marquez and I'm going to talk about transplanting hepatitis C positive kidneys. Definitions. Kidney transplant is considered the best treatment option for patients with kidney failure. If you decide you want a kidney transplant, you must be tested at a transplant center to see whether you are ready the transplant surgery. This evaluation looks at your physical health, mental health, and financial status. The video next.
Kidney transplantation is one option for treating patients with end-stage renal disease. Deciding to undergo transplantation is a decision between you, your family, and your physician, and it requires careful thought to make sure it's right for you. Kidney transplantation means placing a healthy kidney into your body where it can perform all the functions that a failing kidney cannot. In most cases, the diseased kidneys located in the abdomen near the lower back are not removed. The new kidney is positioned in the pelvic area where it is surgically connected to nearby blood vessels and the bladder. Kidneys for transplantation can come from living or deceased donors. A living donor does not have to be a blood relative. In fact, donors are often spouses, co-workers, or friends. The potential donors are tested to make sure they will donate a healthy kidney and that donating and living with one kidney does not pose undue risk to their own health. Deceased donor kidneys are obtained from people who have expressed their desire to be organ donors and whose family has consented. All donors are screened carefully to prevent any transmissible disease.
Application in the medicine. Kidney transplantation from a hepatitis virus ECV positive donor to an ECV negative recipient still resistance has been a contraindication in view of excellent sustained virological reports SVR, right with directly acting antiviral agents. ECV positive donors are patients. Considering for the ECV negative recipients is a few centers. Reports. It has been reports the successful transplantations of a ECV negative recipients transplanting with a ECV positive donors kidney donors that was tried with sofavirus and ribavirus, the news videos.
Well, there's two important things to determine compatibility from a donor to a recipient, and the most important is blood type. Just generally speaking, if you're a blood type O, you can donate to anybody. If you're a blood type AB, you can receive a kidney from anybody. If you're other things like A or B, there are some different issues there, but essentially blood type is the most important thing. If your blood type doesn't match, then you're going to reject the kidney right away. The second thing are antibodies. And when we talk about antibodies, we talk about so-called HLA antibodies, and these are a bunch of proteins that are expressed on all your cells that allow you to differentiate self from non-self. And so when you put a kidney into somebody, it has its own set of proteins sitting on the cells, and your body will recognize it as foreign. And if it recognizes it as foreign and they have antibodies against it, preformed antibodies against it, it'll reject the kidney right away. And so that's the other thing we test for, is whether or not that recipient has antibodies. As far as paired donation goes, one of the problems we have is even when people come in with a potential living donor, only about a third of those are compatible matches. And so what we do in that case is we put them into a pool. We have our own internal pool, there are regional pools, as well as now a national paired kidney donation network that involves about 100 or so centers. By doing that, we hope that we can identify other incompatible pairs where we can swap donors. So for example, we have a pair where the donor is a blood type B and the recipient is a blood type A. They can't donate to each other because of the blood type. What we do now is we go into our pool and we identify another pair where the donor is blood type A and the recipient is blood type B, and we swap. So now the B donor can donate to the B recipient and the A donor can donate to the A recipient. Two people get transplanted, they both get liver.
Pros and cons. Pros. Transplanting kidneys work just like normal kidneys. The patient will be able to feel much healthier and even more normal. The patient will have fewer rest- restrictions on diet, so he or she has the chance of improving quality of life. Costs requires major surgery with risk possible related to surgery. You must take anti-rejections medication from the rest of your life or the life of your kidneys. Great risk of infections, then device from these medications. The next videos.
For people with kidney failure, transplants can mean life or death. And kidneys aren't always available, leaving people trapped on dialysis with no end in sight. Because kidney transplants increase life expectancy better than dialysis, we offer several options to help someone in need of a kidney. The first option is finding a compatible live donor transplant. These are the gold standard of kidney transplant procedures, since 97% are immediately fully functional. A donor kidney can function for over 35 years. Too often, willing donors don't meet the proper criteria. While live donors are still preferred, recipients can now receive a kidney with mismatched antibodies. If the wrong antibodies are present, the blood allergically reacts inside the patient, rejecting the donor organ. Today, we can remove these antibodies through a cleaning process called plasmapheresis, allowing for a successful transplant. Deceased donor kidneys are another option. These kidneys last 8 to 12 years on average. They're also typically reserved for patients who can't wait for a suitable live donor. The last option is a kidney swap. The system matches patients with kidneys by trading incompatible live donors. While small swaps are preferred, swap chains of up to 60 people have had success. If you're in need of a kidney transplantation, speak with someone at our Kidney and Pancreas Transplant Program for more information.
Issue applied in Ecuador. In the last year, there has been 302 kidney transplants in Ecuador. Every year, this number is increasing. Statistics. Until October 2022, a total of 517 transplants were performed nationwide, of which 25.15% correspond to kidney transplants with cadaver donors, 0 and 19% to a kidney transplants with a living donors. Conclusion. Hepatitis C virus infection suspects an important health problems in renal transplanted patients due to its negative impact on graft survival. The degree of hepatopath before the transplant and administers immunosuppressions are the two main prognostic factors in the progress of infections. Thank you.